Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty says that her office has obtained new evidence related to the deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy that happened during Operation Metro Surge in Minneapolis earlier this year. Northern News Now's Quinn Gorham has those details tonight.
Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty says she and other state prosecutors and investigators have received new evidence from federal partners related to the shootings of Alex Preddy and Renee Good. The new evidence also includes the shooting of Julia Sosa Celis, who was shot in the leg by ICE officers in January. Earlier this year, Moriarty, along with the BCA and the Attorney General, said they were being shut out of access to key forensic evidence in each of those federal officer-involved shootings. According to Moriarty, federal investigators have now agreed to share some of that evidence, which includes body cam footage, statements, Renee Good's car, and other physical evidence. Her office and the Attorney General are working to parse through the new evidence they've obtained as they look to determine how it will impact their charging decisions. County and state officials have not yet filed charges related to Good and Preddy's shootings.
The wonderful thing is now is we have all the evidence. We don't have to speculate about what we don't have. So that certainly makes our analysis, our examination much easier once we're able to get through the volume of information that we have.
Attorney General Keith Ellison wasn't at Monday's announcement, but in a statement expressed frustration that it took several months to get access to this evidence. State investigators say traditionally cases like these have seen lots of cooperation between state and federal authorities, so they see this new development as returning to the norm. Reporting in St. Paul, I'm Quinn Gorham.